Hi, 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 hi. Hello, if everyone would like to get seated, we're going to get started. Alfie? There's some seats down front on the left if you'd like to get some seats.
In 2011,
we started from here.
To believe in your dreams,
to invest in you and add value,
to build a community
that ignites innovation.
We create opportunities and we become your partner.
So your journey
Becomes our journey. Your challenges,
we face as our own.
your achievements we'll celebrate together.
in Cairo,
Riyadh,
Abu Dhabi,
Beirut,
Tunis,
Bahrain,
and Amman.
We are Flat6Labs.
we are accelerating the future.
The clicker. So thank you all for joining us. My name is Resha Manna. I'm the General Manager at Flat6Labs Jordan. I haven't hosted an event of this size in a while. It's nice to see so many friendly and familiar faces out in the audience. We have with us in the audience today investors from the local investor community, some who have joined us from the region, and then we also have some who are joining us online. So thank you to all who are also joining us from their own homes and their offices. It's a pleasure to have you all with us. Oh, and we also, of course, have partners from the development community and friends and partners from the ecosystem development organizations. So I'd like to take a minute to introduce Flat6Labs for those who might not be familiar with our organization and what we do. We are basically an early stage venture capital fund investing in tech and tech-enabled startups. And alongside our investing activity, we run the most renowned seed program in the region. We are a regional player. We operate in 7 countries, Jordan being the most recent office. We launched in July. And Egypt is where it all started, in a flat number 6 in the most beautiful building in Giza, Cairo. And that, hence the name. And that was 10 years ago. And I just wanted to share some high-level numbers. We have 8 investment vehicles, 85 million in assets under management. We've invested in over 320 startups, and we have a combined IRR of 25%. We have with us this evening the gentleman who started this all. We actually have the 2 gentlemen who founded this all, but I'm going to invite one of them to stage just to say a quick welcome to all of you. So please join me in welcoming Ahmed Al-Alfi to the stage.
Thank you. There's a small typo. It should say co-founder. Okay. My partner, Hani Sumbati, is somewhere over there. And first of all, welcome. This has been a dream for many, many years. We wanted to be here. I've been coming. I first came to Amman in October 2010 when His Majesty launched the digital initiative. And I think I've told some of you the story before, but it's been amazing, and I've been coming back here every year. I came to the 10-year reunion in October 2010, and then we didn't have one in October 2020. So, Your Excellency, Abu Karim, we should have one soon, right? Even if it's late. We should have a celebration of this fantastic initiative. You're going to see some great companies present. And what's really amazing is all the startups. And maybe I'd like to direct one message today, because I was talking to our most successful startup 2 days ago. It's a company where 2 guys graduated college and came to us with an idea, and it really didn't work. And they started, and they changed it after a couple of months, and they pivoted completely. And these 2 guys were in Flat 6. What some of you may know is actually in Flat 10. So I'd walk by them, and back then there was a lot of late nights. There wasn't a single night I came home at midnight that these guys weren't working. They're the hardest working 2 guys I've ever seen. And we were talking about that 2 days ago. For 8 years, they've been working 12 to 14 hours. They're a multi-$100-million company. They will be $1 billion within a couple of years. It'll be the biggest Flat 6 company. And they're the first ones to tell you, we're not the smartest guys in the world. We just outwork everybody. We're the hardest working guys in the world. And our work ethic, without making an effort, transmits to all our employees. Our employees feel it when they see the 2 heads and the 2 founders working 12 and 14-hour days. They don't dare show up after we show up and leave before we go home. And so the productivity in the company is amazing. And maybe that's the message to the entrepreneurs. This is not a picnic. It's really, really, really hard work. And if you want to succeed, it's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, but it's worth it in the end. Okay? And I would tell you that the Flat 6 team has been doing that similar type of work, and that's how we've gotten where we have gotten. But unlike a lot of startups, we've had some amazing support from people like you, from people here in the community, from our investors. And so the thing I would urge you in the audience is to think of how you can support them, because the country and the region needs people like these 5 companies to succeed. So thank you, and we appreciate your support. We hope you enjoy the presentations, and we hope you find them interesting enough to get involved, invest, mentor, or at least roll up your sleeves and help them in any way they can. Thank you.
Shukran Alfi. And so turning our attention to Jordan, we're a $20 million fund. We look to invest in 90 startups over the next 5 years. We run 2 cycles a year. We select 5 to 8 companies per cycle, And we offer a cash investment of $65,000 in cash and follow-on funding of $170,000. We secured our first close from a very supportive group of investors. Our anchor investor is the Innovative Startups and SME Fund, the ISSF. And we have our long-term partners across several of our funds, the IFC, along with the Women Entrepreneurs Finance Initiative, Beyond Capital, Bank al-Ittihad, and GMS Ventures. And I'd like to here introduce our second speaker, someone who's been instrumental in mobilizing capital towards Jordan's entrepreneurship ecosystem, someone who's a supporter and a friend of Flat6Labs, Layth Al-Qasim. Please join me in welcoming him to the stage.
Thank you very much. طبعا it's wonderful to be here, to see Abu Karim, and also to see Ahmad and Rasha and the rest of the Flat6Labs team. We at ISSF were established precisely for this reason, to help funds like Flat6Labs to support the innovative energy that we have in Jordan. They play, I consider, a very important role. You will go for the money, or the entrepreneurs will go to Flat6Labs for the money, but I think your biggest benefit will be from the effort and the caring and the oversight that Flat6Labs will provide you. I think that is the biggest benefit that you will harvest from Flat6Labs. I strongly recommend that you work with them. As Rasha mentioned, they have 6 locations throughout the region. You can start in Jordan. You can use them to go into other different markets. They have people with experience in those markets to help you as startups. And so I think that's a very powerful tool. We're very proud and very happy to have been part of the Flat6Labs experience. We wish you the best of luck. We will continue to work and support and cooperate, because I think you provide outstanding support for what our ecosystem needs. So thank you very much.
Shukran, Layth. So shifting our focus to this evening. What today is, it's a culmination of the 4-month seed program that I referenced earlier. We received 400 applications, or over 400 applications for this cycle. And from them, we selected 25 companies to go to our 3-day boot camp. And from them, we invested in 5 companies that went on to go through this program. And during this program, we worked closely with them, maybe too closely for some of them, to really make sure they have a solid foundation so that they can take off for success. And during this program, we ran 21 workshops on everything from setting up their legal structure, financial modeling, the customer experience, user experience, to also public speaking. We have what we call a support squad, and these are 16 members from the VC community, industry experts who've made themselves available to provide guidance to our startups. We held 6 pitch nights with external guests, but I think over 100 pitch practices with the team themselves, and 25 one-on-one sessions with coaches and experts. And this is Alfie on his last trip to Jordan. We also, as a team, meet with them weekly to check on their KPIs, their targets, and see what we can be doing for them and who we need to be connecting them with. The QR code, if you want to scan it, it is on your badges, leads you to an investor brief that has more information about each of the startups. I do want to thank all of our workshop facilitators and all of the support squad members and all of the participants who joined us at these events. And a special thanks to our lawyers who got the shareholders agreements in place and registered our entities. This program would not have been as great as it has been without your support, so thank you very much. And I did want to also say, just to keep things real, when I talk about 400 applications, it's not the most indicative number of the health of the ecosystem. As all of my partners in the room know, actually one of the biggest challenges we face in Jordan is quality of pipeline. So we all struggle with finding investment-grade companies. Luma's there is nodding her head. But what Jordan has proved over and over again is that we continue to produce some of the best tech talent in the region. And if you think back to the first tech exit, the first notable tech exit, when Maktoub was sold to Yahoo in 2009 for $164 million, that was a Jordanian entity. And that same team then went to found Souk, and they let it exit in 2017 when it got sold for $580 million. And it's not just the glorious past. If you think more recently, we had the exit of Jawakir to global gaming studio Stillfront Group for $204 million. And most recently, we all heard of the exit of POS Rocket to Foodix. And I'd like to congratulate my friends at Propeller for their first exit. So what we lack in terms of quantity, we more than make up for in terms of quality. Because when Jordanian entrepreneurs are good, they tend to be really good. And that's what we're hoping to show you tonight when you meet our startups. So with that, I can move to the more interesting part of the evening. I'm going to make space for the entrepreneurs to come up one by one. Please do show them some love with a round of applause before I get off stage.
I was lucky to have had the right coaches throughout my professional journey. Working with coaches helped me focus my energy, allowed me to see my true potential, and made me accountable for my own growth and development. This experience was an eye-opener. It made me realize early on that coaching is a critical success factor in career development and progression. My name is Rawan Khouri. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Coach You. Driven by our passion to empower people, Rasha, Zaina, and I joined forces to democratize coaching to everyone and to bring Coach You to life.
Hi everyone. Haven't we all experienced career challenges that led to feeling disengaged? Be it a bad boss, not feeling appreciated, or lack of career development opportunities. Recent studies show that 85% of the workforce feels disengaged. And this costs companies more than $500 billion in the US alone. We do also know that the majority of highly disengaged people said they did not receive enough coaching from their managers. Another interesting statistic. Companies globally spend more than $360 billion on training and development. Yet, 75% of knowledge shared during a training is gone within the first 6 days. Now, what's proven to be more effective is coaching. As with its ongoing and personalized approach, it allows coachees to brain freeze. Yeah, so it allows coachees to explore their maximum potential and achieve their goals. However, coaching is known to be not scalable, and it is a fragmented space, mainly because of the difficulty in identifying the right coach, track progress, and that it's known to be limited to C-suite executives only. Here, where Coach You fits in, democratizing coaching and making it accessible to everyone. We have built an Arabic-enabled online marketplace that provides employees. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So it provides employees with personalized and dynamic digital coaching experience to accelerate their growth and develop their experiences. So how this works? Companies are onboarded on our platform. They're able to choose from Coach You coaches or onboard their own. Once employees are invited on our platform, they also get an access to an online assessment tool that helps them identify their needs and shortlist relevant coaches. All sessions take place on our platform with our video conferencing tool. In addition to that, management are provided with a dashboard to track progress. And with time, with data collected, we will leverage on AI to automate the matchmaking process. So we offer a monthly subscription, one-on-one coaching, group coaching, and internal coaching programs. And for our B2C model, we charge 25% on each conducted session. The market potential is huge. as coaching is known to be the second fastest growing industry in the world. It's valued at $15 billion globally, $1 billion in the MENA region, growing rapidly, and we're looking to capture 1% of it. So from the supply side, we have more than 3,000 certified Arabic-speaking coaches here in the region. Our competitive advantage lies in our network of premium Arabic-speaking coaches. Privacy and security, affordability, integrated solutions, customization, and white labeling. So what we've done so far since our launch back in August, we have more than 175 registered coaches. 40% of them were approved to be onboarded on our platform. 100 conducted sessions, and we were able to onboard 3 corporate clients. In the upcoming 2 years, we're working to embed our AI matching technology, onboard more than 1,000 coaches, expand to other markets, starting with Saudi, and to become the go-to online coaching platform. So we're raising $250,000, as this will be allocated to hiring new employees, product development, marketing, and expansion. And the team behind this is Rasha, Zaina, Mahmoud, and I. We have in-depth experience in HR, people development, innovation, project management, and technology. CoachU is the right platform that will drive people's development to better business performance. If you want to know more about us, visit us at our booth. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Faisal Hakim, co-founder and CEO at Wasm Weather. I've been in the tech space for over 11 years, both working for and starting my own companies. I worked at Apple in California for 2 years, then left to start my own business, which was later acquired. In 2019, I joined a team of domain experts in the weather technology space to grow the company in a highly profitable and niche industry. Weather tech is the next sleeping giant.
Hi everyone. Mike, Shakal. All right, hi everyone. I'm excited to be here today. So, can you believe that last year, over 2,000 people died because of the weather? And that cost our economy $28 billion. Now, this is due to the lack of accurate, dependable, and reliable software solutions in the market. For most of us, weather is about if I need to wear a jacket today or not. But for the rest of the world, it actually goes much deeper and is a huge issue for companies in various industries. Enter Wasm. We are a B2B weather technology and forecasting solution. We help companies reduce the effects of weather and help improve their bottom line. So the weather business can be split into 2 sections. It's either a case of disaster control, or it can be an opportunity to optimize. Let's look at some industries and how they're affected. For disaster control, we help insurance companies de-risk their policies and increase their margins. For logistics, it's shipment delays. If you remember the ship that got stuck in the Suez Canal, that cost them $400 million every hour, and it could have been easily avoided with our solution. On the other hand, weather can be a positive opportunity. For example, in agriculture, we can avoid overwatering and increase crop yield. We can improve energy output in solar panels. And we can increase production efficiency in events and media. So our clients can know by the hour when, where, and how strong a weather event will be. We do this by collecting massive amounts of open source data points. We process this data through our AI computer model, and the result is hyper-local and accurate weather data that is contextualized for the MENA region. We've learned a lot from current players in the market, and our B2B product is how we differentiate ourselves from the competition. It's a smart weather alert system that breaks down a weather event into simple terms. We give our client the exact time of the event. We use colors to showcase weather intensity. And we provide them with actionable insights. So not only do we tell them if it's going to rain or not, we also tell them what to do about it. We charge $150,000 per year as our annual fixed retainer fee, plus 2% of the total cost savings. And that gives them access to our online dashboard and our operations and forecasting team. We also have a beautiful mobile app and our website, which we use as marketing and growth hacking tools. We've spoken to our prospective clients in Saudi Arabia, and they've told us that on average, they experience a $14 million loss every year due to false weather predictions. So with WESM, better planning and resource management is easy. And we've been able to save our clients up to 70% of their yearly costs when compared to the competition. Since our launch 4 months ago, we've done 2 partnerships, closed 4 contracts, and closed $25,000 in revenue. Right now, we started our expansion into Iraq and Saudi Arabia. And we're projecting $350,000 in revenue by the end of the year. Weather tech is a huge industry, and it's growing every single year. By 2026, it will reach $4.6 billion. We're seeking $800,000. We're opening a fund at the end of the year that will be used to grow the core team, expand operations, and scale our client base. Now, the weather industry is very niche and scientific, and we are the superstar team to tackle this space. I'm Faisal, CEO and head of product. I left Apple to start my own company, which was later acquired, and then joined the amazing team at WESM. We have Hassan, who's our expert meteorologist with over 14 years of experience in the industry. We have Hamza, who's our superstar multimedia designer, and Ma'moon, our tech guru, veteran CTO. Our advisory board has Hamdi Tabba and Sabri Hakim, who are the executive team at Abwab. At WESM, we're changing the way people look at weather. It's a massive hidden industry that's about to explode. So join us and let's weather the weather together. Thank you.
My name is Bara Wahbe. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Qarar. In the past 15 years of my career, I worked in the pharmaceutical facility design, manufacturing and construction, and most recently as a machine agent for the pharma industry. I had the chance to connect with the decision makers in the pharma industry and understand their daily challenges. One thing that kept coming up, they would often ask us if we could refer a consultant to help them identify and measure the unused capacity of the factory. This issue is particularly problematic for them because of the extent of the human error. How time-consuming this was, as it's frequently done manually, and because there is a financial loss associated with this downtime. And this is what gave us the idea to start Qarar.
Up. Okay. Okay. Masal Khair. I'm Bara, co-founder and CEO at Qarar. And we transform manufacturing facilities into smart factories using AI and data analytics. The average machine utilization in the pharma industry globally is only 35%. This means if a manufacturer wants to increase their production capacity, they resort into buy new machines, invest in new facilities, hire more people when it's not really needed. This is where we come in. Qarar help manufacturers to exploit unused capacities starting at pharma and across other industries. Our solution is a mix of software and hardware. What we bring in is we collect data from raw material attributes such as weight and density, and process control such as motor load, motor speed, air temperature, and that's enabled us to capture any deviation happens as soon as it happens. The second thing we bring is with our modular system, we build a twin digital factory in 10 days' time. This helps you to track the raw material as it leaves the warehouse, go through a whole process, and get back to the warehouse as a packaged good. How it works? We connect directly to the machine sensors, or we install a hardware along the factory to collect data points. Data points are aggregated on a digital map on real-time value, and then you will receive an AI. Our AI technology will generate a data-driven, actionable insight for different departments. You act as problems happen. So what does this mean? We provide 24/7 machine health monitoring. We provide predictive analysis based on real-time data, and this gives the client 4 main values. We minimize unplanned downtime, we optimize the performance, we reduce the cost, and we improve supply chain planning and scheduling without compromising on quality. That's the key word. Last year, we deployed one pilot with a client in Amman, Jordan. Within 5 months, not only we identified the unused capacity, we increased the production by 10-fold with minimum investment. This is our story. For each unit we install, we will charge one time $5,000, and we hope that we will charge also up to 10% of cost saving on annual basis. The market is here. In the MENA alone, it's $42 billion. And there is an opportunity to tap to other segments, such as cosmetic and food and beverages. We started 3 years ago developing the solution. We developed our own software, our own hardware, protocols. Last year, we installed 3 units. This year, we'll install another 10 units. In fact, we will commission a whole factory. And then we're expanding to Gulf. We're looking to raise another $350K to cover our expanding to Gulf, expanding the team, cover marketing and product development. We have a great developers, small team with a strong multidisciplinary background covering IT, data acquisition, data automation, and operation, and GMP. If you have time, you can pass by our booth, take a look of our platform, and maybe you will be interested to hear more about our news. And see you soon.
My name is Khalid Atoum. I am a co-founder of Flames. Our Flames journey started in 2020. When COVID first broke out, we realized the lab's need for a more efficient mechanism to communicate test results. This is the problem we first set out to solve. We built a lab information management system that we succeeded in selling to the Queen Alia International Airport to facilitate communicating COVID results to passengers arriving in Amman. More than 1 million passengers received reports using our system. Another 500,000 reports were generated from deploying the system in Jaberland ports and several labs. But this is not the business model we are presenting to you today. We realized that there was a bigger opportunity to exploit this interoperable lab system, and this took us in a different direction that we will hear about now.
مرحبا يعطيكم العافية. My name is Sufyan Ahmed, and together with Khalid we are Flames. We are transforming consumer diagnostics, bringing disease prevention to your doorsteps. Non-communicable diseases such as cardiovascular and diabetes account for 65% of premature deaths today, putting at risk around 200 million individuals in the MENA region. So what's different about NCDs? First, if you wait until you're diagnosed, it's already too late. And second, although lifestyle changes are essential, only 50% of patients succeed at them. And finally, risk predictions and disease and early diagnostics are sometimes too complicated for the layman. Since a successful solution to a problem starts with an accurate measurement of the problem, we are creating one platform combining biomarkers, risk predictions, and lifestyle changes for an overall wellness score. And this is how it looks like. A user requests a home diagnostics package on the mobile app or on our website. A lab technician is assigned to them from one of our affiliate lab network for sample collection. A comprehensive report is generated, both in Arabic and in English, highlighting health risks and suggesting diet plans and suitable activity plans. For a premium charge, the customer can talk to one of our wellness coaches for more customized and personalized support. Essentially, we are making early diagnostics accessible, simple, and actionable. We make money from subscriptions to our wellness plans and from direct sales to our early diagnostics packages. Our competitive edge lies in our scientific method in measuring wellness, combining both diagnostics data and lifestyle activity evaluation, extending the reach of healthcare from treatment to prevention. By 2024, personalized diagnostics market is expected to reach $20 billion in the US, also contributing to the wellness market, which is expected to reach $7 billion by then. And that's a trend slowly growing in the MENA region as well. We're starting with the heart health package due to launch this year. And by next year, we're offering packages for hypertension and diabetes. And with the data collected, we are going after an ambitious goal, which is developing our specialized AI wellness bot. And in parallel, we are extending our network of affiliate labs in Jordan and soon in Saudi Arabia. We're asking for $550,000 to be spent on team expansion, product development, and marketing. Our team's experience covers data science, life sciences, bioinformatics, and cardiology. We've already proven that we can work together to achieve our goals, and we are sure that we can deliver value in the global fight against NCDs. Please see us at the booth for more information. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jonathan from Bloom Local, and we're on a mission to help local sellers connect with nearby shoppers in ways previously unachievable. Many platforms before us have created solutions to get those shops online by simply creating a customized storefront. But that isn't the challenge that we're tackling. Getting online is the easy part, but how do you effectively compete against the Amazons, the Suits, and the Noons of the world with the expensive software they use, big budgets and big teams to ensure visibility online? At Bloom, we enable local shops to now access the same technology the big players use to be discovered online at an affordable price, to provide customers the convenience of online shopping combined with the speed, support, and quality of local retail. We don't just put a seller's products online, we drive their visibility so people can start shopping locally, both online and in store.
Hi everyone. I assure you I'm not wearing the same shirt in that video. My name is Jonathan, founder at Bloom Local, and we're bringing order to the chaos of online selling for local brands and shops of all sizes. Now, e-commerce in the Middle East is still very, very young, and everyone is shopping online, but our businesses haven't caught up. So the situation is that 50% of consumers use online channels for product inspirations and purchases, yet only 8% of SMEs have an online presence. And even if they do, shoppers still find it hard to find them. So the problem isn't that they don't want to be online or the technology isn't available. They can sign up for a Shopify or a WordPress without an issue, but then they have to build this, create that, optimize this, design that. And essentially they sign up for a buffet of e-commerce tools, and it's complex, it's time consuming, and it takes them in many directions. And even if they do, their products have to be exposed to multiple channels. And even those integrations have strict requirements on the seller's product data quality. And so, such as Google Shopping and Facebook Commerce. So this begs the question, how can we reduce these barriers, close this digital gap so more businesses and shops can go online? Introducing Kiosk. Kiosk is a retail technology platform that's designed specifically for SMEs. It's driven by product data optimization, a technology that used to only be available to big companies with big budgets to ensure their visibility online. Kiosk is standardized, automated, and fully integrated to ensure visibility. Now, before I continue, let me just take a step back, and I want to show you all an example of a product within a Amman-based party supplies store. As you can see, this is a boy's Spider-Man costume, and the details in red are the details that are currently on their store. Despite this product having an online presence, it can't be integrated with channels, it's not searchable, and it's not discoverable. Now, this is the same product, but with a kiosk, this product's details are enhanced according to the highest global standards, instantly connected across channels, and can now be found and purchased by thousands of willing consumers. Our technology is that we provide product data optimization with algorithms that take a seller's products, that analyze a seller's products, and match it with millions of complete product data profiles and data points across the world. Excuse me. In result, each time a product is uploaded into a kiosk, it's fully optimized and ready for e-commerce. We're excited because e-commerce in MENA is growing at a rate of 23% annually. Yet penetration by sellers hasn't reached what we've seen in more developed markets, which means there's a massive opportunity for kiosk to close this gap. We charge our kiosks a basic $20 a month subscription with a 10% fee on items sold. We also work with integration partners that have a massive database of SMEs, such as marketplaces and financial institutions. With this model and looking ahead into 2025 and just subscriptions only, we're projecting revenues of $26 million. When sizing the market, we looked at the estimated percent of SMEs with an online presence. And that came out to over 400,000 potential clients. And that number is growing year on year. As we speak, we're in the final stages of closing 2 paid pilots with integration partners. And by the end of the year, when we roll out with their base, we'll have access to more than 1,000 sellers across the region. With our model and at scale, we're projecting revenues of $240,000. Our ask is $500,000 to accelerate our development, grow our team, and prepare a sales model to help us acquire clients directly beyond our integration partnerships. The team behind this is passionate. The team behind this is passionate with expertise in digital product management, data science, and e-commerce. Together we bring a singular set of focused skills on building beautiful products and realizing this MENA market opportunity. Again, my name is Jonathan. Please visit me at my booth to learn more, and thank you.
The cycle was very useful for us. We were able to grow our network in the region, and we were able to get legal advice every single step of the way. Not only that, we were also given feedback on our pitches, and we were able to tweak our business models.
كان مكسب كبير إننا نتشارك مع فلات 6 لاب في برنامج تسريع الأعمال. نوعية الورك شوبس اللي أعطونا إياها والعلاقات اللي قدروا يساعدونا ببنائها على الجانب المحلي وعلى الجانب الإقليمي كانت كتير مفيدة إننا لنطور البزنس تبعنا. Thank you Flat 6 Labs.
Hi, I'm Zaina Abu Dalbour, co-founder of Coach U. During our journey with Flat6Labs Jordan first cohort, we've learned a lot, especially with the one-on-one session and the tailored mentoring and also the close follow-up with Flat6Labs team.
مرحبا، معكم معتز درويش كو-فاوندر بشركة قرار. كانت تجربتنا مميزة مع Flat6 Labs لأنهم ساعدونا على تحسين شركتنا إدارياً وتسويقياً، غير أنهم وفروا لنا مدربين في كل مجال، وعرفونا على شركات كبيرة وصناعي قرار في مجال الصناعة اللي هم الفئة المستهدفة لشركتنا.
I found the Flat6Labs program to be very valuable, especially for early stage companies like ourselves. It gave us the ability to structure our thoughts, more importantly our business case in front of investors and subject matter experts multiple times in a month, in a week even. And the most valuable part of the program were the pitch practice events, where they were live events where you're able to pitch your presentation in front of a panel of external investors, subject matter experts, and venture capitalists. And this gave us the ability to iterate our pitch deck multiple times in a month to get it to a very good position in time for demo day. And beyond that, where you're interfacing with investors and capital raising yourself.
Well done, guys. Great job. I do want to invite one last speaker. I forgot to click. I do want to invite one last speaker before we wrap up. معنا اليوم His Excellency Ahmed Hanande, the Minister of Digital Economy and Entrepreneurship, someone who's been supporting entrepreneurs long before he came minister, and we are grateful for that. Ma'alik.
Good evening, everyone. Ahmed, it's always great to see you among us here in Jordan. Ustaz Hani, Flat6 Lab team, Russia, the great Jordan entrepreneurs who presented today and who did not present today, and in this room, our great investors and supporters of the ecosystem, our dear visitors and friends. Thank you very much for being here. I'm so impressed. I'm so happy. I'm so proud, as usual, seeing our entrepreneurs taking over the stage and giving us the big light of the Jordan future. As long as we have people like those people, we are not supposed to be worried or afraid. We're comfortable, we're optimistic, and we know that this ecosystem is gonna change things for Jordan on all levels, especially on two major challenges, the unemployment and the economical growth. So thank you for all your efforts. Thank you, Flat6Labs, for the support you're extending to the startups. It happened that I know some of the people before they joined Flat6Labs, and now I had the chance to see them after this short period they spent at Flat6Labs, and I can see a very positive impact. So thank you for that, and thank you for choosing Jordan to be another hub for your operation, and we're hoping that you're going to achieve all your objectives that you set for this operation in Jordan. At the government, I'll take this chance to speak about our role in supporting the entrepreneurial ecosystem. I'll have to admit that it has not been in the DNA of the government before. So I'm not going to claim that we did great things for this ecosystem. His Majesty the King did. He started this ecosystem. He supported this ecosystem. He monitored this ecosystem. He got it with the efforts of the stakeholders and the players of this ecosystem where it stands today. Recently, government realized that there are so many gaps that they can fill within this ecosystem to help it in accelerating its growth and reaching its real potential target. We did study, we found out that we have hundreds of high potential projects in Jordan, employing thousands of youth and professional youth in this ecosystem, but still they have some issues and challenges that they need the support in. That's why we got the first of its kind policy, entrepreneurial policy in Jordan, approved by the cabinet. This policy sets the roadmap for the government and defines the role of the government in supporting the ecosystem in its main pillars. That's the access to market, access to finance, access to talents, and one of the top challenges, which is the regulatory environment in Jordan, that we need it to be friendly, accommodating, and supportive to the growth of this ecosystem and the players of this ecosystem, and to be also friendly for the investors into this ecosystem. We know that the government, with the support of Central Bank and the World Bank, our friends at the World Bank, started the ISSF, which is the Entrepreneurial Investment Fund, and it helped us to attract so many venture capitalists into Jordan in the last few years. We have 22 initiatives under this policy to build on what we have achieved so far, or what this ecosystem has achieved so far. I wouldn't say we, talking on behalf of the government, I would say this ecosystem achieved so much for the country and for the people of this country. So far, we're talking about moving forward, how we can help. There are 22 initiatives that came out from this policy in one strategy and action plan. There is the National Entrepreneurial Council, 14 people from Jordan and Jordanians living abroad are actually assigned for this council to help us overlooking this strategy and the implementation of the strategy and the action plan, and to make sure that this will not change with the change of the government. So their main responsibility is to secure the sustainability of the implementation plan. On the other side, Youth Technology and Jobs, which is a program that the ministry runs in partnership with, again, our good partners and friends at the World Bank, a $200 million fund. There is part of this fund that is dedicated to support this ecosystem, and it is the fund that is supporting the policy and the policy implementation and the strategy implementation. This fund provides the opportunity for companies within this ecosystem to apply for the Grow Jordan program. Grow Jordan program is either salary support, so they pay 50% of the salary with no cap on the salary, with a cap of a total of $300,000 that is allocated for 6 months salary support, and companies can spend it over 1 year. Business scalability support, 50% of the business plan up to $100,000 cap, either to scale up locally or regionally. And we have another fund that supports gig economy platforms. 40 companies benefited from the first 2 programs, and 6 ideas on a gig economy platform benefited from the third one. There is another pillar within the youth technology and jobs that has to do with, 1, promoting Jordan as a destination for investment in startups and ICT sector. At the same time, securing local companies access to international markets of their choice through intermediaries. So we're going to hire intermediaries in markets that the startups, through surveys, said we want to be in these markets. Currently, we're in the process of finding out the intermediaries, plus helping the startups through our government efforts in actually creating launch pads in certain markets through government-to-government partnerships. Sorry, I'm not supposed to stay this long on the stage, but I just want you to know Youth Technology and Jobs Director is here, Raed Mdanat. If you can stand up, Raed, please. So you can ask him any question about this program. Raed can answer all your questions. I know we're not being very active in creating the right awareness about the program. I'm happy that we are back into in-person meetings finally. It's great. Thank you very much again for being here. Thank you, Ahmed, Hani, Rasha, and everybody who stands behind this. Thank you, our great startups, e-commerce, health, manufacturing, coaching, weather, and it's amazing. It's a good diversification today. Thank you very much for good ideas, good projects. يعطيكم العافية.
شكرا معاليك. If you'll allow me, I'm going to sound like I just won the Oscar because I'm going to do a few thank yous. First of all, I want to thank the founders because of all the hard work you put in and for being so open to everything we pushed at you and all the pressure we put you under. You made the first cycle very rewarding. Shukran kthir lak. And I have to acknowledge the people that, maybe the only people that worked harder than the founders, and that's my own team. I genuinely don't think I've worked with harder working people than my program team, Yaman Al-Aryan, Rawan Al-Adwan. I'd like you to join me on stage. Tafaddalu. Rawan. Give them all a round of applause. And just to also thank our central team, especially our communications department. We've got Maryam in communications, Kareem Mana min Masr. We're able to do something with such a small team because we are a regional platform and because we have the backing of our central office. So thank you to everyone. We're going to do one last thing. We're going to take some photos. So I want to invite all the founders to the stage, all of our LPs to the stage. Co-founders come on, not just the ones that pitched. The rest you can, طبعا مع معاليك كمان وألفي أنت كمان وهاني, come up to the stage, please. The rest, feel free to stay and linger. You can go out and mingle. There's food. The entrepreneurs are going to be at their booths in 5 minutes. We're just going to take a couple of questions.
write it down.
Thank you.